Hi, I'm Captain Stanford with Texas Fish Tips. This is your weekly fishing report.
Over here in Aransas Shrimp Channel, as it turns into South Bay, right down through here, there's been some really good redfish where it drops off. That water's been getting low again and catching redfish on mullet. You use shrimp, you catch thousands of little rat reds. But if you use a mullet or cut ladyfish, if you can find it, cut mullet, live mullet, finger mullet, either one, it's been working real well. Also, mudman has been catching some redfish, and there's still some really good flounder around. If you use this little cut right in here, there's been some drum hanging out in there. They'll eat the shrimp. Sometimes you can go to HEB and get that old table shrimp, and it works pretty good. You ain't got to buy a whole lot of bait. But anywhere's down this edge has been holding some fish. This little cut right down here by this island has been holding some redfish too, when that water's getting low. Over in the intercoastal waterway right here at Rockport, there's been some nice trout and reds right along this edge right in here. You catch them on live free line shrimp. You can also put a split shot on there. Throw out in the middle, probably going to get a hard head, but right on the edges is where the fish has been holding. And if you'll come on down through, there's little cuts right through here in this intercoastal waterway. Right in here has been holding some nice fish. Right down through here, there's a little island. There's a couple little cuts. Anywhere that water is low, you can see those cuts. Stop at the mouth of it and throw up in it. Or you can drift on up in it and catch a few. There's been sheep's head, there's been black drum, reds, and trout all up in there. Again, along this intercoastal waterway, see these little cuts right here, goes back up in here, these little points that's been holding some nice redfish and black drum. Shrimp has been the ticket, catch them all. If you use mullet, you catch bigger reds, but there's also been some trout mixed in there. You can also throw your artificials like a jig with a Berkeley gulp on the end of it, works pretty good. Also, if you go on down through any of these little finger cuts, all up and down through here is where I've been catching them. Right down through here, this little cut right here, Rockport Terminals, all that, there's been holding some fish along that edge, and there's some real good ones. There's even a nice cut right here on this island, been holding some nice trout up to 28 inches. Over here in Big Bayou, as that water drops out, you can see that channel real well. Get on the edges of that channel, not in the middle, on the edges of that channel. There's been some black drum, there's been trout, and there's reds. There's a few flounder and some sheep's head. All of it has been caught on live shrimp. Now, if you use a shrimp again, you're going to catch them little reds. Use a mullet or cut ladyfish or even mudman as you'll catch the bigger reds. But you'll have a lot more fun with the shrimp. Anywhere's up and down that wide channel, right down through there's been doing real well. Over in this old Dutch John's wide channel right down through here, right at the very back end, we've been catching some nice redfish and black drum on shrimp. Mullet's been catching the reds again. Shrimp will catch the smaller ones, but there's also catching black drum. Either one, these wides that goes right back down through has been catching them. If you go right up here like this, anywhere's down this edge, try not to get stuck in your boat. It does get shallow through here. But any of these little finger cuts, especially right here, is a good cut. Been holding some nice redfish and trout, flounder, sheep's head, just about everything. Been holding all down through there. Over on the outside of East Flats, right here where this water drops out on these edges, this water's been low. It's pretty easy to see those edges. It's been holding some decent trout and some nice reds right down through there. Like I said, the trout, they like that mullet. Cut mullet, live finger mullet. If you can find a ladyfish, cut her up, chunk her out there. It's been working real good. Menhaden, frozen menhaden's been working. But if you get this channel right here and follow it down, all the way down, anywhere down through there, shrimp, whatever, you catch lots of little trout, little reds. But if you use cut menhaden, cut mullet, or even mudman, you'll catch the bigger reds right down through here. Over on Harbor Island, you can get here by land. You do not have to have a boat. You can wade fish down through here. But anywhere down this range of shrimp channel's been catching some nice reds, trout, flounder. Everything has been going through this channel. As they're getting cold, they're going out of the flats and they're going down this channel. Right about here, you can wade right by these rocks and get some nice flounder. There's been some monsters caught lately. If you got a boat, it works pretty good. You get some sheep's head out there with the shrimp. You're catching the drum. You're catching redfish. Just about everything is stacked in there. If you go around this edge, right here's the Fina docks. There's been some good redfish. There's been some sheep's head, sand trout, a few speckled sea trout all mixed in here. And you folks, y'all have a happy and wonderful new year. And I'll see you next year.
Thanks for watching. I'm Captain Stanford.